Now here we are with the paper of Business Mathematics 2013 ICOM 1 Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education. First question, circle the correct option A, B, C, D. Each part carries 1 mark. So first objective is that an electric meter shows 20 units for consuming electricity in 1 hour. In 1 day, electricity consumed will be correct option is 480 units, because if 20 units are consumed in 1 hour, so simply in 1 day there are 24 hours, so 20 multiplied by 24 equals to 480 units. Second objective is that in a consignment of 700 kg fresh mangoes, 13% of mangoes were found rotten. The quantity of good mangoes was, correct option is 609 kg. It is simply the case of percentage, that just calculate the 13% of 700, or you can say that 700 multiplied by 0.13, and 13% are rotten, and just subtract the rotten mangoes out of 700, remaining are good mangoes. Those are 609 kg. Third objective is that the amount which is finally received on the investment of rupees 12,000 at 6% simple interest for 3 years. The correct option is 14160. You can simply calculate the simple interest. The formula for simple interest is P multiplied by I multiplied by N. P is the principal amount, which is 12,000. Interest rate is 6%, 0.06, and N is 3. So simply multiply these three figures and just add up to the principal amount, and the correct option will be 14160. Fourth objective is that a man invests rupees 4,000 in first month, rupees 6,000 in the second month, rupees 3,000 in the fourth month, and rupees 8,000 in the seventh month in a bank which pays interest. It is an example of correct option is annuity due. It is the case of annuity because there are multiple payments in the stream. Fifth objective is that in the equation of straight line 4x minus 5y equals to 10, the slope and y-intercept are, correct option is 4 by 5 and minus 2. Objective number 6 is that in the equation 2x square minus 4y equals to 10 and x minus 2y equals to 5, the solution set is, correct option is that there is no solution set, because one is related to the simultaneous equation and other one is related to the quadratic equation. Seventh objective is that if 10 more than a number is multiplied by 2 and then divided by 4, the result is 8. What is the number? Correct option is 6. You can make an equation to solve this. For example, it says that if 10 more than a number is missing, so missing number is x. 10 more than a number, it means x plus 10 is multiplied by 2, so 2 multiplied by x plus 10 and then divided by 4. Whole equation divided by 4 equals to 8. Just calculate or solve it manually on the rough sheet and the correct answer, you will find that correct option is 6. Objective 8 is that in the equation 2x square minus 4x plus 6 equals to 0, the roots will be, the correct option is imaginary, because the answer of the root is less than 0. Objective number 9 is if A is matrix of order 3 by 4 and is multiplied by another matrix B of order 4 multiplied by 2, then the order of product AB will be 3, 2. 3 and 2. Objective 10 is identity matrix must be a square matrix. So these are 10 objective questions with their correct answers. Now we move to the second part of the paper. So question number 1 is that a shopkeeper allows a discount of 15% on his shop. How much money can a man save if he buys a bag costing rupees 2500, a shaving set costing rupees 890, and an iron costing rupees 2800? So just simply add up these three amounts and calculate the 15% of sum of the amount, and you can see that he can save 928.5. Question number 2 is that a firm sells a single product for rupees 65 per unit. Variable cost per unit is 20 for material and rupees 27.5 for labor. Annual fixed cost are rupees 1 lakh or 100,000, and construct the profit function stated in terms of X, the number of units, what profit earned if annual sale is rupees 20,000 units. So it is the case of calculation of profit, and it is always equals to revenue minus cost. Profit is always equals to revenue minus cost, and total cost is always equals to fixed cost plus variable cost. Fixed cost, as it is mentioned in the question, that it is 100,000, and variable cost, material 20,000 units, and per unit material cost is 20, as it is given in the question, rupees 20 for material and rupees 27.5 for labor. So similarly, you can calculate the labor cost also, 20,000 units multiplied by 27.5, and material cost equals to 400,000 and labor cost equals to 550,000. So variable cost is equals to 400,000 plus 550,000 equals to 950,000. So total cost, which is equals to fixed cost plus variable cost. Fixed cost, as we mentioned before, that it is 100,000 plus 950,000 equals to 1050,000. And revenue is equals to per unit price multiplied by units. So he is selling 20,000 units. So 20,000 multiplied by 65 equals to 1300,000. So now put these figures into the equation of profit and you can get profit. At this situation or the given data, profit is 250,000 or 250,000. And if we want to calculate the per unit, so as we know that he is selling 20,000 units, so just divide the revenue with the units. So per unit revenue is 65, per unit cost is equals to total cost divided by units, so 52.5, and per unit profit, as we saw here that total profit is 250,000, so 250,000 divided by 20,000 equals to 12.5. Question number 3 is that a record indicates that 160 people came to watch one-day cricket match. Total ticket receipts were to rupees 2800. Entry tickets were rupees 15 for students and rupees 25 for others. Determine the number of students and non-students who watched the match. So we make equations first, that let the students be x and non-students be y. Then x plus y equals to 160. A record indicates that 160 people came to watch one day cricket match. So total people are 160, in which x is indicating students and y indicating non-students. So first equation is x plus y equals to 160. Now after entry tickets were rupees 15 for students and rupees 25 for others. So second equation will be 15x plus 25y equals to 2800. So after making the equation, now you can calculate very easily. First of all, if we multiply equation 1 by 15 to eliminate x, then first equation will be 15x plus 15y equals to 2400. We multiply whole first equation with 15 and just change the signs, and this plus 15x will be eliminated by this minus 15x, and remaining will be 15y minus 25y equals to minus 10y, and equals to 2400 minus 2800 equals to minus 400, and both minus signs will be cancelled, and this 10 which is multiplying here, when it goes to the other side of the equation it will be divided. So y equals to 400 divided by 10 equals to 40. Now just put this 40 into any equation, 1 or 2, and we can get x. So now put the value of y in any equation to get x. X plus y equals to 160. X plus we put 40 instead of y equals to 160, and plus 40, when it goes to the other side of the equation it will turn to the minus, and the result is 120. So there are 120 students and 40 non-students. Question number 4 is, a firm sells a product for rupees 450 per unit. If the profit percentage is 15%, then find the cost price of the product. So firm is selling the product for rupees 450 per unit, and the profit percentage is 15%. So it means that if it is selling on the profit, then it will be above the cost case. So profit is 15%, so just divide this 450 divided by 115 and multiply by 100, because cost represents the 100% portion of the total value. So 450 divided by 115 multiply by 100, and the cost will be 391.30. Fifth question is that a sum of rupees 20,000 is invested in a saving account which pays interest at the rate of 8% per annum, compounded annually. How much interest will be earned during 10 years? The case is not mentioned in the question, either it is related to the simple interest or compound interest, so you can use any equation according to your wish. So here we are here it is mentioned in the compounded annually, so it is a case of compound interest. So formula for interest, compound interest, is P multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n minus P. P is a principal amount which is 20,000, and I is an interest rate, and that is 8% per annum compounded annually, so 0.08, and n is 10 years. So just put the values in the formula and you will get the answer 23178.5. Question number 6 is related to the binary section. So simply 555 multiplied by 555 decimal plus 110110 binary and whole multiplied by 110 binary, and give your answer in base 2. So first of all, we convert this decimal to the binary, and this is the simple way to calculate the binary of decimal 1000101011, and after that we just add up these two with 110110, and after that we just simply multiply here. So answer will be the whole method is mentioned here, and the answer will be this. Question number 7 is that a home buyer made a down payment of rupees 200,000 and will make payments of rupees 75,000 each 6 months for 15 years. The cost of fund is 10% compounded semi-annually. How much will the buyer pay actually for the house? So first of all, we will have to understand either it is related to the simple interest, compound interest, or annuity. So if there are multiple payments, then it should be a case of annuity. After that, the second important thing is to assess either it is the case of ordinary annuity or annuity due. If payments are made at the start of the period, it will surely case of annuity due. But if payments are made at the end of time period, each time period, then the case will be ordinary annuity. So in some questions, it is mentioned clearly that either payments are made at the start or at the end of the period, but in some questions, we can use our own idea or assessment, as like in this question, that a home buyer made a down payment of rupees 200,000 and will make payments of rupees 75,000 each 6 months for 15 years. So it is not mentioned either payments are made at the start or at the end, but you can use your common sense that if a home buyer is paying rupees 200,000, then definitely he will make the payment at the end of each time period, because he is paying down payment 200,000 at the start. Then it is the case of an ordinary annuity, and we will have to calculate the future value of ordinary annuity. The formula is R multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 divided by I. R is the payment amount, that is 75,000. Interest rate is 10% compounded semi-annually. It means this 10% will be paid in 2 equal installments after each 6 months. So this 10% will be divided by 2, and the interest rate will be 0.05 after taking fraction, and time period is 15 years, but payments are made 2 times in 1 year, so 15 multiplied by 2 equals to 30. And now just simply put the values in the formula, and we can get the actual payment. Future value is 498250 and 200,000 are paid at the start of the time period. So total amount will be 518250. Question number 8 is that if matrix A 4 3 minus 4 minus 2, prove that A multiplied by A inverse is an identity matrix. So just simply A inverse equals to adjoint of A divided by A determinant. Adjoint of A, we just simply replace the position or interchange the position of these two elements and change the signs of these two elements. So minus 2 will go to the top and 4 will be placed here, minus 2 and 4, and plus 3 will turn to the minus 3 and minus 4 will become to the plus 4. So it will be equals to adjoint of A, and determinant is always equals to the cross multiplication of these two and subtract the answers. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 minus 3 multiplied by minus 4. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 minus 3 multiplied by minus 4, and determinant will be 4. After putting the values of the formula of A inverse, we just simply divide each element of the adjoint with the determinant as minus 2 by 4 equals to minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 4 equals to minus 3 by 4, 4 by 4 equals to 1, and 4 by 4 equals to 1. So A inverse will be equals to minus 0.5, minus 0.75, 1 and 1. Now we just simply multiply matrix A with A inverse. So we just simply multiply this matrix with this matrix. So the way is very simple, row multiply by column. So 4 multiply by minus 0.5, 4 multiply by minus 0.5 plus 3 multiply by 1. Once again 4 multiply by minus 0.75 plus 3 multiply by 1. And similarly we will multiply the second row with these both column here, and after calculation the result will be 1 0 0 and 1. So it is surely an identity matrix. Question number 9 is that a sportsman covered 15 km on a bicycle at a uniform speed. If he increased his speed by 2 km per hour, he would have arrived at the destination 1 by 4 hour earlier. Find the original speed. So here we can use the formula for time. Time is equals to distance divided by speed. Let original speed be x kilometer per hour, then 15 by x minus 1 by 4 equals to 15 divided by x plus 2. And after calculation of this, that we simply take 4x here. So x by 4x, x multiplied by 4 equals to 4x, and 4 multiplied by 15 equals to 60. Similarly 4 will be eliminated with this 4, and remaining x will be multiplied by this. So 60 minus x divided by 4x equals to 15 divided by x plus 2. Now we take the cross multiplication, 60 minus x multiplied by x plus 2 and 15 multiplied by 4x. And after solving this, we have the result minus x square minus 2x plus 120 equals to 0. Now it is in the form of quadratic equation. Here a will be minus 1, and B will be -2 and C will be 120. After putting the values in the quadratic equation, that is equals to -b plus -b square minus 4ac under root divided by 2a, we can get -12 and 10, two answers. Speed cannot be negative, so speed x will be 10 km/h. In 10th question, what is the number which when multiplied by 2 and added to 8 gives the same result as when it is divided by 2 and added to 32? So what is the number which when multiplied by 2, number is missing here, so missing number will be x. And now read once again, what is the number which when multiplied by 2, so it will become 2x, and added to 8, then it will become 2x plus 8, gives the same result equals as when it is divided by 2. What is divided by 2? The number which is missing. So x by 2 and added to 32 plus 32. So the whole statement means that 2x plus 8 equals to x by 2 plus 32. So now we simply solve it, that we take the variable to the left side and constant to the right side. So 2x, when this plus x by 2 it goes to the other side, it will become minus x by 2 equals to 32, and this plus 8 will become to the minus 8 when it goes to the other side of the equation. So 2x minus x by 2 equals to 24. Multiply both equations by 2 to reduce the equation. So 2x multiplied by 2 equals to 4x, and minus x by 2 minus 2 multiplied by x by 2, it will this 2 will be eliminated by this 2, and that is why we are multiplying the whole equation by 2. We want to eliminate this 2, so we eliminate this, and the remaining is minus x equals to 48. Now 4x minus x equals to 3x equals to 48, and x will be equals to 48 divided by 3, and the result is 16. You can prove this result after putting the value of x in the main equation. Question number 11 is that if A matrix is 1, 4, 2, 5, B is 3, minus 1, and C is 4 and 6, find A, B transpose C. It means A multiplied by B transpose multiplied by C. So first of all, we take the transpose of B, and the way to take the transpose is just simply the change the order of the matrix. So if it is given here in the form of row, you just convert it to the column, and that the result will be the B transpose. So B transpose here 3 minus 1 in the form of column. And now first of all, we multiply matrix A with B transpose. First row, first column, there is no second column, so 1 multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by minus 1, and 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5 multiplied by minus 1, and result is equals to minus 1 and 1. So A multiplied by B transpose is minus 1 and 1. Now we multiply A, B transpose, A multiplied by B transpose with the C matrix. So minus 1 multiplied by 4 and 6 multiplied by 1. So the result is minus 4 and 6. So that is the section B of this paper. Now we come to the section C. Question number 3 is that Mr. Amir and Mr. Hamid decided to buy a new car costing rupees 600,000 each. A. Mr. Amir paid for his car cash and was given a discount. Given that he paid 570,000 cash, calculate the percentage discount he received. So first of all, we solve the case number A. Original cost of the car is 600,000 and he is paying actually 570,000. So he is saving in fact 30,000. So we just want to calculate the percentage discount. Way to calculate is very simple, that how much he is saving, and the amount is 30,000. And what is the total price of the car is 600,000. So simply we calculate the percentage. 30,000 divided by 600,000 multiplied by 100 equals to 5%. So he is getting the 5% discount on this price. Case B is that Mr. Hamid agreed to pay 60% of the price as a deposit, and the balance at 3.5% interest compounded semi-annually in 3 years. Calculate the amount of each semi-annual payment. So in this part, if he is agreeing to pay 60% down payment, so 60% of the actual price is 360,000. 600,000 multiplied by 0.60, 360,000 is paying as the down payment. And what is the remaining amount? Remaining amount will be 2,40,000 or 240,000. This 240,000 will be paid in semi-annual payments. So within 3 years, semi-annual payment interest rate is 3.5%, and we want to calculate the each payment. So first of all, you will have to take the decision either it is a case of simple or compound interest or annuity. The correct answer that it is the case of an annuity, because payments are multiple. In multiple payments, annuity should be used. So total amount paid is, or we can say that future value is 2,40,000 and interest rate is 3.5%, but it is the case of semi-annual, so it will be divided by 2, so interest rate will be 1.75, and after taking fraction, interest rate will be 0.0175, and time period is 3 years, but payments are made twice in a year, so total payments are 6. And now we put the values in the formula, and it is the for example, it is we want to calculate the present value. So 2,40,000 or 240,000 is the present value, and R is the payment which is missing. And now after putting the values in this formula, 1 minus 1 plus I raised to power minus n divided by I, the result is 42485.39. Question number 4 is that a function is given by y equals to 6 minus x square. Tell whether the vertex is maximum point or minimum point. Find the vertex point. Tell in which quadrant the vertex lies, at which point the graph cuts x-axis. So first of all, y equals to 6 minus x square, or we can say that y equals to minus x square minus x plus 6. So A here is, according to the quadratic equation, A is minus 1, B is minus 1, and C is 6. Since A is less than 0, so parabola opens downward, so the vertex will be at the maximum point. And number 2 is find the vertex point. So for calculation of vertex point, first of all we calculate x, that is equals to minus b over 2 by a, and after putting the values, x is minus 0.5 and y is equals to 4ac minus b square over 4a. After putting the values, the result is 5.75. So vertex will be minus 0.5 and 5.75. Number 3 is tell in which quadrant the vertex lies. As you are seeing here, that x is minus 0.5 and y is 5.75. So it should lie in the second quadrant, because if you saw the 4-quadrant diagram, first quadrant x plus x and plus y, second quadrant is minus x and minus y, third quadrant is minus x and minus y, and fourth quadrant is minus y and plus x. So it must fall in the second quadrant, at which point the graph cuts x-axis. Minus 0.5 is the point where graph cuts x-axis. Question number 4, B part, is that Mr. Kaleem, Mr. Zahir and Mr. Naveed enter into a business with the capital of rupees 150,000, rupees 210,000 and rupees 360,000 respectively. How much profit will Mr. Zahir and Mr. Naveed get if Mr. Kaleem gets rupees 30,000? So it is the case of ratios. First of all, we write down here their investments. Mr. Kaleem is investing 150,000, Mr. Zahir is investing 210,000 and Mr. Naveed is investing 360,000. And now after that we just convert these three figures into the simplified ratios. It will be reduced to 15, 21 and 36 and finally 5, 7 and 12. And just simply take one table on which all these values will be divided. As you are seeing here that 15, 21, 36, it can be further reduced with the table of 3. Table of 3 will goes to all these three values. 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21 and 3 12s are 12. Here one thing you must remember, that you can only use those table which cuts all the values. So if 3 will goes only these two value and not to this value, you cannot use or you cannot reduce further to the ratio. So after reducing the ratio, we just add up these three ratios and the sum is 24. So it means that there are 24 equal parts. Now what is next? Mr. Kaleem gets 30,000 and his proportion is fifth. Here Mr. Kaleem and here is Mr. Kaleem, and what is his ratio? 5. He is getting 30,000 as a profit. So it means that he is getting 5 portions out of these 24 portions. So if we have one portion, we can calculate Mr. Zahir and Mr. Naveed portions very easily. After taking our calculation of one portion, we just simply multiply that one portion with 7 and the result will be the Mr. Zahir's profit, and we just simply multiply that one portion by 12 and we can get Mr. Naveed portion. So one portion is 6,000. 30,000 divided by 5 equals to 6,000. 6,000 multiplied by 7 equals to 42,000, and that is the profits portion of Zahir. And similarly 6,000 multiplied by 12 equals to 72,000, and that is the portion of Naveed's profit. Now question number 5 is that if A matrix is 1 4 3 2, B is 2 1 1 minus 1, C is 1 1 2 3, then show that A multiplied by B multiplied by C transpose whole transpose equals to C transpose multiplied by B transpose multiplied by A transpose individually. So first of all, we just multiply these three. First of all, we will multiply by A by B, and after that the AB matrix will be multiplied by C, and after that we take the transpose of that. So first of all, we will multiply by AB. So first row first column, first row second column, second row first column, second row second column. 1 multiplied by 2 plus 4 multiplied by 1, 1 multiplied by 2 plus 4 multiplied by 1, 1 multiplied by 1 plus 4 multiplied by minus 1, 3 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 1, and 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by minus 1. So after solving this, AB is 6 minus 3, 8 and 1. Now we will multiply this AB by C, and same will be applied once again. So after calculation of AB multiplied by C, the result is 0, 10, minus 3 and 11. So sorry, 0, minus 3, 10 and 11. So that is ABC, or we can say A multiplied by B multiplied by C. After that, we want to transpose this. So just simply change the order of the matrix, rows into columns. So 0 and minus 3, it is here in the form of row. We just simply place this into column. 10, 11 is a row. We just place into column. So that is equals to ABC transpose. Now we will have to calculate the first we will calculate the transpose. A is 1 4 3 2, and A transpose will be 1 4 3 2. B is 2 1 1 minus 1. B transpose will be 2 1 1 minus 1. Just simply we are converting the rows into columns, that is equals to the transpose. Similarly, we will calculate the C transpose, and now we have to multiply all these three. So first of all, we multiply either A transpose or B transpose or C transpose or B transpose. So here first of all, we multiplying here C transpose multiplied by B transpose, and the method is same as we defined here. So result is 4 minus 1, 5 minus 2, and after that we multiply this C transpose B transpose with A transpose, and once again the method is same which will be we defined earlier. So the result is 0, 10, minus 3 and 11, and it is same as in the case of ABC whole transpose. So hence it is proved that ABC whole transpose equals to C transpose multiplied by B transpose multiplied by A transpose. B part is that one straight line is given by x plus y equals to 18, and another straight line I2 is given by x minus y equals to 2. Find the slope of y-intercept of I1 and I2 and the point of intersection of I1 and I2. So as we know that y equals to mx plus c, where m is slope and c is intercept. So y equals to minus x plus 18, where because first of all we are taking this equation x plus y equals to 18. So if x plus y equals to 18, we want to separate this y. So this plus x will goes to the other side of the equation and it will turn to the minus x. So y will be equals to minus x plus 18. So where slope is minus 1, because x is representing the slope and constant is always intercept. So slope is minus 1 and intercept is 18. In equation number 2, x minus y equals to 2, when this x goes to the other side of the equation, it will become minus y equals to 2 minus x, or minus x plus 2. And we want to eliminate this minus sign from this equation. So the method is very simple, that just change the whole equation signs. So plus minus y equals to minus x plus 2 is equals to y plus x minus 2. We just simply change the whole equation signs. So here slope is 1 and intercept is minus 2. So here is the first part of the question. Now the point of intersection of I1 and I2. To find the point of intersection in equation 1, we assume y is equals to 0 first. And after putting this 0, x will be 18. Because this x, when it goes to the other side of the equation, it will become plus x and remaining is 18. So we can say that x equals to 18. So x intercept is 18 and 0. Now same like above, we assume x equals to 0. So first of all, in first part we assumed y equals to 0. Now we assume x equals to 0. So after putting the value in the equation, y will be equals to 18. So y intercept is 0 and 18. So there are 2 points, x equals to 18 and y equals to 18, where they intersect axis. To find the point of intersection in equation 2, we assume y equals to 0 first. So according to second equation, y equals to x minus 2. Here it is the second equation, y equals to x minus 2. So first of all we put y equals to 0, and when it this x goes to the other side of the equation, it will become minus x, or we can say that this minus 2, when it goes to the other side of the equation, it will become plus 2. So x is equals to 2. So the intercept, x intercept is 2, 0. Now same like above, we assume x equals to 0, and when we put 0 instead of x, the result will be y equals to minus 2. So y intercept is 0 and minus 2. So there are 2 points, x equals to 2 and y equals to minus 2. So here it was the solution of paper 2013. Thank you.